Hi, welcome to Verse of the Day. My name is Brandon Hathaway. I'm the preacher at the Westside Church of Christ in Owensboro, Kentucky. I want to thank you for joining me today as we open up the Bible and study the Word of God. Today we are in Titus chapter 2. Titus 2, I'm going to look at verses 11 and 12 and kind of a view of the entire chapter. So, verse 11 says, "For the grace of God has appeared, bringing salvation to all men, instructing us that denying ungodliness and worldly desires, we should live sensibly, righteously, and godly in the present age." So one, the grace of God, right? The grace of God has appeared, bringing salvation to all men. And so as we take time to think about that, as it brings out, it's for everybody, right? God didn't just choose the Israelites. God hasn't just chosen America. God hasn't just chosen a certain. The grace of God has appeared to all men, bringing salvation to all men. It's for us all. It's for everybody. And so the next part also applies to everybody, right? Instructing us. Everybody. Instructing all. Denying ungodliness and worldly desires, we should live sensibly, righteously, and godly in this present age. For everybody. That is not just some get to live godly and some get to live ungodly and we all get to go to heaven. These are instructions for us all. And it pretty well speaks to everybody as you go through this chapter, right? It speaks to the older men in verse 2, older women in verse 3, teaching the younger women in verse 4, teaching younger men in verse 6. Verse 9, urge slaves to be subject. And so as you go through it continuously, one or the other, it's talking to older women, older men, younger women, younger men, slaves. It speaks to us all. Because salvation has, God's grace has appeared to all men, bringing salvation to all men. Desiring all to be saved, all have the opportunity to put worldly desires behind them, worldly actions and sins behind them, and follow the righteous path of Christ. But we have to make that decision ourselves to choose to go and follow the Lord, to choose to put sin behind us. And the question is what will you do? Will you follow Jesus? If that's something you desire to do but not sure how, I'd be more than happy to study with you. Please reach out. More than happy to talk that over. We can, variety of ways we can do that. Over phone, meet in person, over emails, however. Anyways, I want to thank you for joining me. I hope everybody has a blessed day. The Lord's willing. I'll talk to you later.